And I like was so frustrated, and I felt like I was walking on eggshells when I returned back on it. So I'm like, I can't do this. I'm gonna find, and plus during the lockout, that's when I started on Twitch and I hit affiliate in 7 days. And I'm like, okay, I'm sticking with Twitch. I'm not doing this. Could get my own emotes, get my own merch. Let's do this. And I put my mind to it. I worked on it, and I played Sonic Generations to hit affiliate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's tough.
I wasn't trying to dunk on them or talk bad about. I was just like, hey, if I can come at it with a problem, kind of have a solution, kind of thing. And I just feel like they would be served well if they kind of. I know that they have the Facebook that or the GG or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's really hard to navigate over there.
But I'm definitely not going to, I'm not talking bad about them or anything. I just
Yeah.
had that negative, that happened, but that negative situation, like I said, opened a door for me, and I'm grateful. Things happen for a reason, and I'm very happy that I got to do what I'm doing now. And I'm grateful for Facebook giving me an opportunity to grow, because Facebook is definitely an easy way to gain a community if you know how to network and promote yourself the right way, not spamming, not self-indulging, not baiting people, just being your authentic, genuine self, because personality is so important in content creating.
Well, and that's one of the major advantages over there is the um, being able to boost a post over there. I don't know if you ever did that, but
Ah,
uh,
that's how I grew my followers. The boosting definitely did help, but it definitely hurts you if you overdo it, because it's organic, but I feel like it wasn't really organic when I did the boosting.
well, I had my own business where I did cell phone repair in Omaha, Nebraska, and I used that for marketing for my business. So I would target, and the reason I liked it was because in traditional advertising, because you're basically running a business,
Yeah.
your stream is your business, and
Mhm.
so you kind of have to treat it that way. And so since I had a business background, that was one of the things I said. Well, if I really wanted to grow my stream, I'd probably go over there and boost my posts and target the people. So, like, let's say you're playing, Fallout, then you can target the people on Facebook that have an interest in Fallout. So you can hit that target audience, and then you can really you can hone in like, okay, I want to target 18-year-olds to 27-year-olds or 25 to 35. And I really like that about the Facebook advertising platform where you could really fine tune that stuff. And if it's not working in that moment, you can go in there and immediately change it, and it immediately changes. Traditional advertising, you pay an advertiser X number of dollars and the advertisement runs halfway through it. You can't change it because they've already printed it or it's already ran or whatever. So that's one of the really powerful things over there that I really like. That I suppose if you would take full advantage of that, that you could grow pretty quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah. I I agree 150%.
Yeah, but like you said, I don't. What would be some of the negative backlash from that? I guess.
So the negative backlash I definitely could say is that when I was on Facebook itself, and I definitely want you to understand the reason why I am mentioning this, because like I said, Facebook helped me grow as a streamer, helped me grow as a content creator. I've done a lot of trial and error. I had a PO box. I had someone send me a glitter bomb. I whew, that was a doozy. I was in a stream team, and I was being defamed you in a defamation cause, but I didn't do anything about it because I was still fresh in the streaming game. And it was definitely heartbreaking when people tell you to do what you want, tell you what to do with your own content. And I feel like, you're not paying me. Why you're doing that? See, if you were paying me, that's different. But I'm not getting anything out of this, not even exposure. I was doing this because I thought you had like a good heart and everything, but they were all for themselves. And I'm not gonna say no names or whatever, but I
Yeah.
definitely learned my lesson of like not working with anyone and collaborating, because I'm I do like, I do like to support others and stuff, but I don't see myself being part of a team. And I actually used to compete in competitive games such as Valorant and Call of Duty, and I actually stirred away from the multiplayer scene because of my anxiety and of how toxic it could be, especially towards that I'm a female gamer, which
Hmm.
is a total another topic for another day. But it definitely ties into anything in gaming. So yeah.
That's why I mute everybody in Call of Duty. I don't even care.
Huh.
I don't want to hear any of it, you know. It can be very toxic for sure. So, what type of games do you typically enjoy?
Single player games. Anything that doesn't require me to talk into another human. Seriously,
Right,
I'm not joking. But
right.
no, but I love indie games. I fell in love with indie games. I think recently I completed virtual novels. I love the virtual novels niche, which I completed the Phoenix Wright series, which is all about it's all about reading, but you're a lawyer and you have to solve these like puzzles, and it definitely brought a lot of engagement with the chat, and everyone was loving it because it's based on an anime. And then on top of that, before that, during that time, I uh I bump into this game called Haven by the Game Bakers. Amazing, amazing graphics, amazing storyline, music. Oh my gosh, I'm, like, super excited that, like, later this month, the producer of the music for the game is actually doing a concert on Twitch, and I'm so fangirling because 'cause I'm gonna be, tuning in and lurking and have the music playing in my background because I just love the music from the game. And the Game Bakers are totally underrated because they only made 3 games. They made, the Odyssey, which is, like, a weird, like MMO, not MMO, but like a weird, it looks like a mobile game, to be honest. Something about Odyssey, I don't know. I bought it for the Switch just to support it, but I'm not a fan. And then I bought Haven, which is one of their newest games that came out during 2020, where you're a couple and you're running away from society, and you have to it's like you have to clean up the planet, and then it has like an RPG kind of style for battling. And then their oldest title is called Fury, which is a boss rush game, and that game is tremendously hard. I love it, but oh my goodness. I literally had to buy compression gloves for how bad, and I broke a controller because of this game.
Oh my gosh.
But I had so much fun with it, and it definitely indie games uh have a place for my heart, and I just actually I well, I don't only focus on indie games. I do play like Kingdom Hearts. I love the Kingdom Hearts franchise. But I started this blog series and I never seen anyone do it. Like I've seen people write blogs about games, but I never seen people writing blogs towards streamers as advice. So I started this series called taking risk as a streamer playing streaming unpopular games. And what I did was I list all my games on my about section on Twitch, which is over 80 games I've completed in a year. Just say I just made a year this past week, and I still can't believe I completed 80 games. What am I doing with my life? I'm having fun. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And I'm basically gonna be writing 80 blogs. I'm actually started writing blog 7, which should be up very soon, hopefully.
But see, that's amazing because you're interacting and creating a whole different sense of community than if you were just streaming one type of game. I feel that it can be very limiting when you stick with just one, unless you're literally sponsored by that, like a big name game. But I think by bringing that variety, that probably brings in different types of personalities into your stream, different kinds of interests, and I'm sure that just kind of organically creates also into a more diverse community as well.
Absolutely. I feel like variety gives you more opportunities, but definitely it's very competitive out there since there are established streamers. I don't like the term big streamers or small streamers. We're not using that terminology. It's either upcoming streamers, established streamers, um, you know, um, educated streamers. That kind of terminology is better because I feel like when you call yourself big streamer and small stream is super vague, number one, and you're like belittling yourself. You're like saying, oh, I'm a small streamer. So, for example, I have 4,000 followers. I still get 20 to 30 viewers. Am I considered a big streamer or a small streamer? No, I'm an upcoming streamer. I'm getting to where I want to be because there's so many goals I want to hit. So, I'm a goal-driven person who loves to stream. So, it's like I just don't like when people label themselves, especially like me being a gamer girl or girl gamer. Yes, I could state that since I'm a female, but I don't want to be known as that. I want to be known as a content creator, which is use this as an escape from reality and escape from pain due to depression. If I can do it, anyone can. That kind of inspiration. I want to be in a community of gaming.
That's
Nice.
neat.
I find it interesting though that you don't want to play like online multiplayer games, but you just want to play like single player. I had this running. I have a running joke that I don't like my chat because
Ow.
for the longest time I was playing Tarkov, playing a lot of Tarkov,
Oof,
and
that's toxic. Oof.
and
Yeah.
Tarkov you cannot talk to chat. Like there's you just can't do it because
No.
the gate Tarkov is so intense, and I'm a military vet. I got a little bit of PTSD, and I don't know why I play that game because it literally, and I think this goes for most people whether they have any issues or not, but it literally scares the hell out of you as soon as you get shot out of the middle of nowhere, because it's not like Warzone where you can like take cover and heal up. um like once you get shot, you're bleeding, you have to like patch it up. But um I find that fascinating though. I was like, maybe I found my one person that doesn't like chat too, and then you went on and described it more, and
Whoa, whoa,
it's
whoa. Okay, I never
it's
said
not.
I did not like the chat. I
No,
just,
I know, I'm just
I
saying, like, I it's a running joke that like with our smaller community, when they come in, I like joke on them. So
like okay, for example, I play Among Us, the streaming simulator sometimes, or Jackbox with, with some holy water, and I like try to like literally make sure that nothing chaotic or something's gonna happen because I had so many panic attacks when I did Jackbox streams in the beginning of my Twitch days. Um especially my Discord getting hijacked. Once
Oh
again, another
no.
story for another day. I have so many things that happened to me during this gaming thing. Like I could give you the pros and cons of being a content creator. But definitely there's times that I do have for the community, and then there's times that, I'm doing this more for myself than for anyone. Like I don't let anyone suggest games for me. If they suggest me a game, I'm like, yeah, I'll play it. If you want to buy it for me, go ahead. I have over 6,000 games. I have a Game Pass. I have all these games. I have this agenda that I'm going to follow. And when I vibe with the game, I'm going to play a game. I'm not going to play what you're going to tell me to play unless you get it for me or unless you're paying me to play it because I want to enjoy it. And viewers definitely like knows your energy and knows how you feel and could feel when you're enjoying it or when you're just forcing it and faking it. And I don't want to fake it to make it. I want to be, like I said, genuine and be in it to make it. I want to go all the way with everything I got, with all my energy. And this is why I feel like I'm burning myself little by little because I do have a lot on my plate. I work a day job. I uh socializing in the internet and networking and keeping intact with all my social platforms is definitely tough. I've been slacking on my YouTube, and this is one thing as a content creator, Twitch streamer, any type of streamer, you need to promote outside of Twitch to be discovered. I can't stand when I'm like, I only have 1 to 2 viewers. Are you promoting yourself besides Twitch? Are you using Twitter? Are you using Instagram? Are you using Pinterest? Are you using TikTok? Are you using Facebook? Are you just spamming your links on Discord and you're not socializing with other people on Discord because you're selfish and you think that's going to make you grow? So it's like, it's common sense when it comes to this stuff, but people always want shortcuts. And there's no shortcuts in life. There's either dead ends or there's an ongoing path. And that's the TED Talk. That's all I can say.
yeah.
One thing that really stuck out to me too that you said that I really agree with too, and think is definitely important for optimism is, just because something didn't work out doesn't mean that there's something else that, is new coming your way, that if you keep your eyes open, you're really aware, there are tons of opportunities out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, and to speak to the whole, are you promoting yourself? Things. I think this is a really, like I said earlier, it's a business thing, and you really have to treat it like a business. And you got to think most of these people don't, they're not entrepreneurs, so it's foreign to them, and it might be the only thing that they know how to do is just to go to Twitch and stream. Now, for you, on example, I could see you opening a sub shop on some random corner and run that place like it was nobody's business because of the way that you handle your stream. You have the business sense to do that. And that takes a special type of person to be able to be like that, I think, too. So I do see other people like promote, telling other people, other streamers within our little clique, hey, get on Instagram, promote yourself there. I actually just started an Instagram the other day, reluctantly, but I was actually surprised. Like, I'm getting a ton of followers over there, and I haven't really posted a whole lot of stuff. Like, I work for the railroad. I'm an actual conductor, and I put a picture of like the morning and some like the sun glistening off the rails. And I said, "This is my office," and that apparently people like that. I guess I don't know. So that's like the only thing I've posted there so far in like a month. So
I feel like
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I feel like viewers wants to get to know you in a personal level, especially. It's very important because we are entertainers, but want you want your viewers or your community to get to know you besides just only knowing you as a streamer because we're humans, we're not robots. And it's definitely refreshing that you could have that way of communication and that way to build friendships and relationships with your community. And what I mean by relationships, I mean like, like an ongoing not loyalty, but support, and that they will always, go there when you are like starting your stream or when you post something or when you need something to be promoted, that they're there for you. And that's super important. So yeah, I definitely support that. I would totally, if you do like an IRL stream of you being in your job, I bet that was gonna intrigue people because not many people see trains or see someone actually working in the train conductor or whatever. I like don't want to butcher your status, but like it's definitely interesting and it brings more content. So do what you do and do what you enjoy. That's it.
yeah, actually, I can't do that. I'd get fired.
Okay, so
Um,
then don't do
Definitely
that
don't do it
then.
then.
yeah,
But I think
there
that's a
was
good idea, though.
there was actually a bad accident where a commuter train ran into a freight train, and the commuter train basically split down the middle as the freight train went right through it.
Well,
Killed a bunch
don't
of
do
people.
it when
So
you're actually conducting a trade. Do it
yeah,
like in a lunch break or something. Sheesh. I'm not saying, oh yeah, stream and drive, because that's a no-no. You don't want to stream or drive or text or drive or talk on drive. No, you want to,
yeah,
you could
yeah,
show them around, like do like a 10, 20-minute thing. Like this is a thing. Or do like a little TikTok or something.
yeah. I can't honestly. They're even if I'm not on the train, I can't even be on railroad property and record or anything like
Oh
that. Or
wow, because it's like confidential, right?
no, it's just that they just do not like electronics. The railroad does not like electronics at all. Like
Mm.
in our rule book, it says anything like you remember those old well maybe not. They used to have those watches with the calculators on them. They still might sell them. You couldn't even have that because it's an electronic device. Anything that's electronic that's not issued to you, you cannot have out. Like when we're stopped on the train, we can have our phone out, but recording something and then putting on the internet, they would eventually find me and probably fire me. But so I wish I could, because yes, it would be interesting to share that. Oh, the singing. So I came across your SoundCloud and
Oh God.
your iTunes single. I like the iTunes
Oh
single.
God.
That was great. I liked it. What's that all about?
Which one? I have 4 songs.
Which one was it, Fulio? Well, let
I
me find the
Let me
have
look at it. Yeah.
I have Hey There by Drea, which
Hey
is my
There.
original.
That was it.
Hey There.
Yeah. So how did you? When did you get into that?
So I wrote Hey There when I was 17 years old, and I released it when I was 21. And it was basically, that song is actually one of my friends who had a crush on someone, and she had a weird way of like not telling him. So I used her story experience to write that song.
Nice. I liked it. I mean,
Yeah. It's actually one of my favorites that I've written. And I definitely don't like talking about, me being a singer or everything, but that helped me a lot in the Google database. So I guess that's cool.
I'm sure, yeah.
I definitely want to get back to music, but making music is very expensive. I feel like I'm being more successful as a gamer, content creator, and doing what I'm doing besides singing. If I have a chance to go back singing, I'll do it in a heartbeat. But the music industry is just definitely a war zone, and I don't want to be part of it.
Yeah, it's pretty saturated, and all this DMCA stuff is actually, as a consumer of music, I mean, it's a real big turnoff of this whole, you can't do this, can't do that. It's almost like, I guess my big problem with it is, let's say I have a Spotify subscription,
Yeah.
and then you get in the car, we're going to head to the mall, and I'm playing my Spotify in my car. Technically, you can't listen to it because you don't have a subscription to it. You know what I mean? I
I'm
mean,
not going to say anything. I'm keeping my mouth
yeah,
shut.
I'm just saying, like, it's this whole, I have no idea. But in the sympathy for the music industry, it's very difficult to be uh like found now because it is so saturated, and to make money at it is extremely difficult. I was listening to somebody talk on the radio the other day when I was going through town, and they were talking about how Kiss probably wouldn't have been discovered back in the day if they were just now an up and coming band, just because of how saturated it is and how hard it is to actually make a name for yourself in the music industry. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. It's definitely really tough. Um, I feel like TikTok is the way to go to make your music and be discovered because there's so many people on TikTok, and they are, I still don't understand why, but there's definitely a lot of TikTokers out there that has been making it big in like music and in just creating content, especially YouTubers and stuff. So it's definitely, that part that uh let me see, right moment, right time kind of thing. So, or based on who you know and who finds you. So yeah, it's definitely about, it's luck in certain aspects.
well, I'm going to put that preview on the website. I'm going to have a link to it so people can go check that out, and then I'll also put a link to
Oh goodness.
your SoundCloud. Hey, it's all about you. We're going to put everything on
Hey,
that one page.
I don't even have my SoundCloud on all my links. So this is like exclusive content if you're listening into this podcast. Just saying.
I like that. It's pretty good stuff.
I'm
Um,
just very honest. That's all.
no, that's fine. I appreciate that. So tell me about some of these other, like the Vox Pop.
We gotta go in order.
We'll go in order. What's first?
So the first is Nurko.
Okay, Nurko.
So Nurko is basically, I beta test for them, and then I became one of the staff members as like an educating and streaming. So I help upcoming streamers to learn about growing and, following terms of services and stuff like that, and networking with other like streamers that likes the same content as you. And I call it a Facebook for gamers. The CEO doesn't like that I call it that, but I feel like that's what it is because you could post stuff, you could post embedded links, you can make your own profile, and it's been in a hiatus for a while since people are back in school and people have been very busy. But we do definitely have like PowerPoints and stuff to demonstrate like non-toxic behavior, and that's the thing I love being part of Nerdco, since we believe in non-toxicity, not non-toxicity, if that's even a word,
Mhm.
but non-toxic in just communication and in gaming itself, because people always wants to be, what's that word, mm, not gangsters, but like all tough behind a computer
Yeah.
or behind a microphone, and we don't tolerate that. We tolerate good positive energy, good positive attitudes, and people that want to work for success. So yeah, that's Nurko.
Yeah, I'm kind of an older cat. We didn't have social media back when I was a kid, so it's definitely brought out the worst of people. You know what I
I had a
mean?
MySpace behind my mom's back, and my mom found out. It was pretty dark times.
Man, I wish Twitch would allow custom HTML coding, because that's how I'd put my Twitch profile. Is I would create a whole retro MySpace with glitter and all that stuff that those people used to have on their
No
profile.
comments.
That
No
stuff is
comment
awesome.
indeed.
I know, but do you remember how you had to learn how to code? Like you had to know HTML
Yo,
and all that
I
kind of.
used to make money making people's profiles, but we're not gonna talk about that. Like I said, those were dark days.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was very cool. Yes. So the next one we're going to talk about is, all right, I'm trying to go in order here. So it's Nurko, then it's Just Workin'. So Just Workin' is basically based on my hometown, and one of my friends recommended me to be part of it, and they actually took my photos. If you see my photos, like with my logo and stuff, they actually gave me a free photo shoot, which was an honor because photo shoots are not cheap, and that was all during COVID. Like I said, I got so many opportunities during COVID, and just meeting up with the co-CEO and CEO. I know this this one of the CEOs because he actually came to one of my performances when I used to perform in restaurants and stuff. So it was really funny that we reunited, and I'm supposed to be doing a web series for them. But it's very hard because we have interns working on these edits and videos, and it's definitely not easy to catch up. So hopefully we could get that running. But they have their own app, which is a way where you could network with other. They're bringing gamers in slowly but surely. I'm one of the female gamers that's on it. But they have musicians, poets, photographers, models, singers, all of that. And it's just a place to network and promote your work. And it's basically you're working hard for the hustle, like entrepreneurship and all that stuff. And it's definitely a cool thing. Plus, it's based on my hometown, so if I ever want to go to the studio and do an interview, I could just go in the studio and like rent the spot and just do a podcast or interview with someone. Which hopefully I will start doing that after this. I get vaccinated or something.
Nice. So, what's the? Those are like music content creators on that website.
There's a whole bunch of content creation, but there's definitely mostly musicians and stuff, and there's gamers there, and there's singers, and there's photographers and models.
Nice.
That's neat.
Mhm. Yeah. And then lastly, we could mention is Vox Pop Games. So Vox Pop Games is based on Brooklyn, and it's where your voice be heard. So we work with indie developers to showcase their games, and as a sponsor streamer, if you do stream their game, and you have an affiliate link, and your viewers or someone uses that link, you get a cut from that purchase, and it's a way of the streamer to gain more, um, a way of making money, and then the developer has more exposure for their games, and their games are really cool. I've done, I think, already like 5 Vox Pop streams. I actually will be doing another Vox Pop streams um before the end of this month, called The Mighty Forest, which I am a wolf or a fox. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Give me a second. One. There it is. But yeah, Mighty Forest. I still have the details a little brief, but I'm really excited because you get to play an animal and the graphics have like that cartoon feel. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Okay. But yeah, thank you. I like count in my head when I'm about to sneeze. But it's super nice that they have a client where you could network with other streamers, network of developers, and showcase their games and try different games before they're out to the actual public, or when they are out to a public for a discounted price, or for free, basically, if you are demonstrating the game to the community or public.
Folio, you're gonna have to put White Box Gaming on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I sent you the link to the website. So if you have any indie developers that's interested for more exposure for their games,
Absolutely.
hit up Mark or Charlie.